Hi, everyone. It's 12:12. Had a couple of you ask me, why 12:12? What is that? You guys, I love numbers. I think our angels speak to us through numbers. And so I chose 12:12 because it is the number of manifesting your soulmate, manifesting your intimacy. It's the number of pairing, the perfect pairing. And so that's why I picked 12:12. So welcome everybody. Okay, I'm just going to pull this up so I can see everybody's comments as well. If you're watching, I would love if you'd say hi in the comments so I know who I'm talking to. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited to talk to you about this today. Also, can I just tell you, no matter how many times I do this, I get nervous. And also, it is so distracting looking at myself. Everybody knows what that feels like now because we're like a Zoom society after 2020, right? But I am only seeing me. So I'm going to look at the comments from time to time, and please be there and comment to me. That's the one thing I hate about this platform, is I wish I could see your guys' faces. Especially with a topic like today, you guys. I know that I'm going to get a little more real than I have been in my posts about this particular topic, because I know that there is some heavy stuff that comes up when we talk about our sex drive as women. And I'm specifically speaking to women who want to enhance their vixen energy, but we have to go to the shadow crap of life first to address why we're not experiencing that yet, right? We have to go there. And so as I tapped into the energy of those who would be watching, I try and think like, what are the pains that we're really facing around this particular issue, right? I got bombarded with a million voices, a million. And it actually it brought me to tears, because I think these are the voices we face as women, right? Around sex. We are receiving rules and pressure and who we are and what we should be and what we shouldn't be around sex and around our bodies from church, parents, porn, persecutors, standards of society, your husband, your ex-boyfriend when you were 12, your body, your doctors, your walls, your emotions, the violation. There are a lot of reasons why we lose connection with our sexual energy. There's a lot of reasons, aren't there? And if I can just encapsulate this in love and comfort and support and let you know that whatever it is, you're safe right now. You're safe to be here right now. And if this does trigger stuff in you, please reach out. That's my request of you, because it's hard to breach these things if we hide. And I've heard it all. I've heard it all, and I've almost lived it all as well. So I want to share a personal experience. I'm very emotional. I haven't got to start my period, but I'm very emotional about this, you guys, because I think we are not accessing our power as women. And it's because if you watched my live, I did a live on my profile. If you missed it, please go and watch it after this as well, about duty sex. But I really think that we are letting the darker powers that be win when we believe that sexuality just isn't for us because we've been hurt too much and we can't heal, right? Whatever that is, whatever those messages are. So let me share my personal experience. I have always been a very sexual person until I got married, which was supposed to be the green light on everything, right? But I found myself with extremely low desire to be that intimate with my husband all the time. And I would think to myself, what's wrong with me? Why do I feel like this? Why don't I seem to want him the way that he wants me. And I would beat myself up and berate myself. He's such a great guy, and he's good looking, and he's kind, and he's a great father. I mean, like, and I'm going through and I'm thinking, what is the problem here, right? What is really the problem? And just beating myself up, which of course just added to the level of disconnection I felt with myself. So it just exacerbated the problem. I did a video about 2.5 years ago when I very first started really using my voice and using social media as a platform to get my message across. And I was, honestly, I had made a lot of progress in this area, but I was still kind of struggling. And you can find that on YouTube. I'll put it in the comments after this. But I talked in that video about having these walls around intimacy and not really still understanding what they were, but how my husband and I had learned to kind of go into the walls together. Sorry, I had to turn off my phone. Go in, I would kind of let him like climb over my wall and come in and be there with me. And then he would gently and kindly help me climb over my wall so I could actually be there with him. Do you know what I'm saying? And if I could be more specific, it's like, I'm all walled up. I don't want to have sex. I don't want anything to do with any of his touch. I feel repulsed by everything he's doing. But then I start to share some feelings. I talked to him. We created a safe space where I never felt like I had to say yes. And gently I would get over this wall. And then when I would get there, I would like sometimes turn into this crazy animal. And I would be like, oh my gosh, who is this person? Is this bad? Like, am I okay? This is so vulnerable. I'm so exposed. And I'm like ravenous, and I'm loving this, and it's adventurous and it's playful. And then pretty quickly after, it was like, shut that back down, get back in those walls, and maybe 6 months later we can try again. To actually go to that place. Sure, we're having maintenance sex, whatever, right? But to really get to that place. So that's been my journey. That was just 2.5 years ago. And I would say that I am not in that place anymore because of the things I've learned and what I want to teach you guys here today. We believe that something is wrong with us, or we believe that something is wrong with our partner. And therefore, those are the reasons for our lack of desire, right? And I want to like ask you guys to engage more in this, but I know it's so sensitive, you know, to put, you know, what you think it is. I can't ask you to put what you think it is in the comments, right? So I'm just going to keep going here. But you know what you can put in the comments is, do you relate with the walls? The walls I talked about for myself. If you do, you can write walls in the comments. Do you relate with that? So what we believe is that it's either something's wrong with me or something's wrong with him. He's too bad, or he's not attractive enough, or he's not driven enough, or blah, 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 blah. Or it's me, I'm broken, I have all this past, I have this trauma, blah, blah, blah. It's neither. It's just neither. We're gonna just like knock that out of the park. Because what if you lived alone on an island? Would you still have sexual energy? Is that still a part of who you are? Is that still a part of why you were created? Do you still have sexual energy? Do you still have sex organs? Yeah. Just putting you on an island doesn't eliminate those, right? So there's something else to this that we're missing. And it's that connection with ourselves. This part of us is actually a part of the universe that we're not tapping into. So put yourself there on that island right now. You're alone on an island. And that's it. You're thinking to yourself, okay, I guess like the sex part of life is over because I don't have a partner. What do I do here? You know? But you close your eyes and you start to get really present with the island. And you take a deep breath. And all of a sudden you start to realize the flowers, the birds, the sounds all around you. Life is literally making love to itself all the time. There is creativity happening constantly. Birth happening constantly. Life and death happening constantly. And rebirth again. There is pleasure everywhere. In the smells, in the sounds, in the sensations that we feel in our body, all around us. Pleasure everywhere. Beauty everywhere. That beauty, that romance, it's everywhere. And then even that deeper peace, being pursued. It's all around us, in the sunsets, in the flowers, in the ground that holds us and nurtures us. It's everywhere. Can you feel that? That is our true sexual energy. And I would make the bold statement to say that no matter what has happened to us or to our spouse or in our marriage, we are missing that piece. And it's crucial. It's a crucial piece. I have a client who I worked with for a long time, and we had worked together for, I think, about 6 months before she ever let me know that she and her spouse hadn't even had sex in a year. She wanted it so bad. And he's the busy type, so he just gets too busy for sex, right? So she starts using her voice and expressing what she wants. And he starts responding and reciprocating. And he's like, okay, you're right. Like, okay, I'm going to come back. I'm going to have more sex with you, right? And he starts initiating more often. And lo and behold, she starts withdrawing. She had stuff showing up for her. So here she thought all this time, it's him, it's his fault. He works too hard, he's a workaholic and blah, 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 right? When she started getting what she wanted, she realized, oh my gosh, wait a second, there's stuff in here. And she simply became more in tune with her senses, became more in tune with who she is as a woman, pursuing her joy, pursuing her pleasure. And she does not have those hesitations anymore. Now, she also had to deviate and take care of some trauma that she discovered she had. There is that piece is real. We cannot avoid it, but we can heal from it. I know that in my very core. And I feel like someone here needs to hear that. We can heal from anything we've endured. It's possible. But she did. She did that. She became in tune with who she is. Her husband's still a workaholic and he's working on it. And they're able to have great intimacy because she experiences joy and intimacy and pleasure and that sexual energy in every aspect of her life. What a beauty. What power are we missing out on in our lives because we are not accessing this? We're just assuming. I can't tell you how many women have said to me, I would be okay never having sex again in my life. I can't tell you how many women I've heard say that. It's not about your husband. I'm not feeling sorry for him. He'll figure it out. I'm feeling sorry for you because, oh my gosh, what are you missing? Now, I'm guessing if you're watching this, maybe that's not you because even the title Vixen can be a trigger for some people, right? You can have what you want. My sisters, you can have what you want. I would love if you would type in the comments, I can have what I want. Share that in the comments. I can have what I want. Oh, now some comments are showing up for me. Oh, thanks, guys. Walls, relate. Oh, that worthiness piece. Right? Such a lie. I can have what I want. Yeah, sisters, we can. And also, I would love if you would take this truth deep into your core that your sexuality, you being a vixen, is a part of your divine nature. It's who you really are. It has nothing to do with lingerie or looking sexy or being a certain shape or size. It has nothing to do with any of that stuff. Although some of that can be fun. Lingerie can be fun. Some of those things can be fun. But honestly, has nothing to do with that. It's about really feeling alive in your own skin. Really being in your own skin. When was the last time you even took time to really be in your skin and feel those sensations like we just did on the island? I would recommend come back and rewatch this video. It'll be up for the next 24 hours. Come back, rewatch it, go to that island part and feel that. And as you do that, you will awaken this within you and you will start to see it in other places and experience it in other ways in your life. And I hope that this is the Christmas gift of the year, right? This is the gift, is wake up, like it's everywhere and we get to have it. We get to have it. It's a part of who we are. So again, please reach out to me. I'd love to hop on a call with anyone here watching who really is ready to shift this for yourself. It's not something that has to feel so far away for us. It really doesn't. We can face anything. All right, sisters, we'll see you.